Is Fish Report and what the heck's going on Saturday. We got a good show for you today. Hopefully a few people call in like I begged, and we'll get going here in just a few minutes. But you know what I want to talk about, and I'm hoping some of you want to call in and talk about it also, is this absolute terrifying event that's about to take place in California where they close fishing. And it looks like a sand bass closure, but it's way more than that, you guys. And I need you all to help me, and I need you all to get involved, and I need as many people as I can to send in your letters and jump on the Zoom call. And it is Saturday morning. Uncle Matt, welcome to the show. We're going to be talking fishing, what's going on out on the water. I heard there was some bluefin spotted 70, 80 miles from Point Loma. Wonderful. More bluefin. Woohoo! Holy moly guacamole. I guess that's the only fish anybody wants to catch anymore. But not me and my people. We want to catch fish. We want to be able to go fishing. We want to know what's going on out on the water every single day. That's why our site is so important. If you fish, your saltwater guide will keep you in the middle of the fish. Yeah, we can get you on the bluefin. Got a few extra $100 you want to go burn to drive around, catch a fish. We can keep you on the bluefin, but the really best part about the whole website is we can keep you on fish winter, spring, summer, or fall. Unless you're Ronnie B went out fishing at Catalina yesterday. They caught nothing. I don't know how they did that. That's raw talent, I'll tell you, to avoid all those fish at Catalina. And that's what you get by being a member. You catch raw talent like Ron had. Go to Catalina and avoid all those fish. That's absolutely amazing. If any of you want to call in and tell us about what you caught this week or anything like that, all you got to do is pick up the telephone and dial 949-374-0786. Those of you that lost everything in the fires, my heart goes out to you, but it looks like help is coming. The big guy was there yesterday and kind of put everybody on notice. Even as hard as the mayor of LA tried to lie, he was right on her like a pit bull on a pork chop. Every time she lied, he was right there. Nope, they need to be in there today cleaning up their house. They want to clean up. They want to start building. Absolutely amazing. Same thing when he went to North Carolina. He's not putting up with the baloney anymore. I think that's a good thing. And hopefully we can get somebody in our network can get a hold of somebody that can slow down this closure thing that's about to happen with the sand bass gang. Elliot and I were asked yesterday if we could jump in and get involved and help out the industry, post it on all our social media and try to get all of our people to share what's going on. And I think the proactiveness of your saltwater guide really helped get the message out yesterday. We got people that hate me sharing. So it's not about me. It's not about your saltwater guide. It's about us, the American people. And this closure is going to be absolutely devastating to the industry, to us, to anybody that enjoys going outside, because this is just one more thing they're taking away from us in California. And then, like I keep saying, the 30 by 30, that's coming down the pipe. They want to take away your ability to fish in the lakes and streams in Southern California. They want to take away anything that has to do with going outside. I guess we're saving it for something else. I don't know what we're saving it for, but I believe my children and my grandchildren and your grandchildren and your children should all have the ability to go fishing in California. So I need all of you to help me as much as you possibly can. The QR code's up there on the screen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when you click on that QR code, gang, you're going to get to go into the Fish and Game Commission's website, and you're going to get to see the proposals coming down the pipe, and you're going to get to see all the things that make 0 sense to anybody in the industry that knows what's going on. So I want you to do that. If you have the time, click on that QR code that's up on the screen right now and jump in there and take a look at what I'm talking about. Don't take my word for it, but be very, very careful as you read that you're understanding what they have planned for us in California. It's absolute ludicrousy. And Chris, right after the show, buddy, I'm calling you. I got a nice relaxing day. So yeah, I saw your sand bass pictures. Every single person, post your sand bass pictures everywhere. Let's fill the internet up with sand bass pictures. You can send them to Bill. You can send them to me. You can send them. You can post them on your Saltwater Guide. You can post them everywhere. I have a lot of programs for you, David. All they are is fish. No matter if you're in Florida, Wisconsin, the Panama Canal, Africa, they're fish. So I can help you to be more proficient at catching fish wherever you're fishing at. I promise you, they're just fish. Most people overthink them. They're the smartest fish in the ocean's dumber than the smartest mouse. So just remember that. And I can help you out tremendously. I'll give you a free trial. Look at my website. You can go in there and it's free to look. And you can go, wow, there is absolutely nothing in here that pertains to anything I do. And then you're out $0. But we can approach it any way you want, Dave. Just give me a call, 949-374-0786 after the show. And we'll get you set up with a free trial and you can make your own decision. And then everybody out there that's watching, your Saltwater Guide, remember the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival is the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th of March. Let me throw that up there on the screen. And we will be doing all kinds of crazy stuff there at the show. We got the mullet contest on Saturday. Rylan and I will be up on stage and we'll be judging who's got the best mullet. And you're going to win a free trip on Justin Bottrell's boat. If you have the best mullet on an open party trip, you're going fishing with Justin, the best mullet. Also, if you show up at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show wearing any of our gear, you're going to get free stuff. You swing by the Deckhand Sports booth, you get a free hat. You come by our booth wearing our clothes, you get free stuff. All of our sponsors are jumping in and donating a bunch of stuff like they do every year. So we'll have plenty of stuff. Dana War Sport Fishing will be there with the kids club packages, giveaways like they do every year for us. We'll have plenty of stuff up on stage when we're speaking to all the children in attendance. It's cool to bring your children to my seminars because we do not use any foul language at all, and we talk to the children. And I bring them up on the stage, and I give them all free stuff. And then I tell them if I say any bad words, you get more free stuff. So it keeps them engaged. It's the only seminar I know where the kids actually listen to the speaker. So you might want to check that out. And then as we navigate through today, I just want you all to understand that there is fish to catch. Just because there's no giant bluefin, there's still fish to catch. Most of our members are having a great time. Matt Ryan had a wonderful day before yesterday out there fishing. They got a nice halibut and they caught, 30-some fish. And morning, Brandon, they had 30-some fish. Something Fishy is our sponsor for today's show. And then real quick, the reel seats for the rods that fit all the Akuma reels, they're going to be coming on as a sponsor for our Saturday morning shows. There's plenty of sponsorship availability at your Saltwater Guide. We have the live fishing shows we do in the day and in the night with Justin. There's opportunities there. There's opportunities on the podcast. If you want to get your product out in front of a lot of people, I don't know. I guess you can pay $300,000 over on Google ads and get your stuff in front of 1 million people, or you can jump on your Saltwater Guide bandwagon. And this month alone, we had over 42 million views on Instagram. That's not counting Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Apple, Megaphone, YouTube. where we get millions of views every day. So you may want to check that out, gang. But big news is the rain today. But hold on, we got a caller. Oh my gosh. Matt Ryan.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, buddy. How are you today?
At work. I got a minute to call in, so I thought I'd call in and talk to you about it, how fishing was this week.
Yeah, how did it work out? Did you call anybody to get some information?
I got with Justin and talked to a few other Saltwater Guide members and got the info dialed in and went out and had a great day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the exact spot I was at, but yeah, we went out there and drifted around and caught a ton of sculpin, nice size sculpin, big old 20-pound halibut.
Nice.
Yeah. The funny thing was, we were catching sculpin all day, and then my buddy hooked into that halibut, and it had a follower with it about the same size, and we were freaking out. I was trying to gaff the free swimmer, but as soon as the gaff went in the water, it took off.
Yeah, it didn't want to die, huh?
No.
That is exciting, though, when you're reeling in a halibut and another halibut's trying to get on the hook with that halibut, right?
It was right on its tail. We saw a big brown cloud come up, and we're like, oh, my God, look at that.
Nice. Well, those pictures you posted on the community, those were awesome. The smiles, you can't wipe the smiles off those guys' faces.
No, and, I was afraid to tell you, but, I didn't catch one fish on hook and line that day, but I had a great time.
Yeah, but you're the captain, so you caught all of them.
Exactly. I put the boat on the spot.
Absolutely. So would you say it's fun to fish in the wintertime?
It's fun to fish winter, spring, summer, and fall, especially when you're with your saltwater guide. There's always something to fish and something to catch. Exactly.
Unless you're Ronnie V and you go to Catalina and catch nothing all day.
Yeah, you try hard for that.
Oh, yeah. You know me, though. I can't let off the pedal on that one. But, yeah, it's so good to have you as a member. I really appreciate all your input and how you help so many people. And we're going to be throwing up your notes up on the website here in the next few days. I got it all downloaded. I'm just trying to figure out where to put it and how to make it so people can see it. But you went down the rabbit hole big time a few years ago and listened to every one of my videos on all the hot spots and then sat down and wrote down a gazillion notes. That's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, and, I just did from the South Bay to Newport and Catalina Island. I'm trying to get the rest. I realized you put up more, going down south and San Clemente Island. So I got to do it again and update it. So I'll try to do more and get all those up there too.
Nice. Hey, Brent's asking you, how do you like to cook your halibut, Matt?
I give it to the wife and have her do it.
That's the best way.
Yeah. She just did it, seared on the cast iron skillet with butter, garlic, rosemary, lemon, and it was great.
Oh, my God. My mouth is watering. I haven't had a thing to eat yet this morning. That sounds epic. Well, we're going to let you go back to doing your job, which you do very well. And I'm happy that you're a member, and thank you for calling in. Somebody had to break the ice today, right?
Right on, Cal. I know Darren's listening. He should be calling in.
Yeah, we begged him. I begged him a bunch of times, but to no avail.
All right, have a good one.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much. All right, gang. That was Matt Ryan. He's been a member of our website for a very long time. He's always full of positive energy. You guys can read all about him on the community. He's constantly posting on there. He does everything. Surf fishing the islands, fishing the beach. He's all over the place. Wherever he thinks that there might be some fish, he's out there doing it. And when we added Bill Varney to the website, Matt took full advantage of that, started following along with Bill's game plans and out there surf fishing and just making it happen. And he knew that if we brought Bill in, it must be worth your while to pay attention to what Bill has to say. And it is. There's a lot of guys that are using Bill's information there. If you go over to our website, yoursaltwaterguide.com, which right there, QR code's up on the screen, we'll give you a free look at the website. And I mean, free. There's no way for me to get in your wallet. There's no way for me to see what you got. You just get to look. 7 days for absolutely free. No obligation to purchase. You will not get a phone call from me if you decide not to be a member. It's okay. You can go out there and suck every day if you want. I don't care. But when you're tired of sucking and you're ready to start catching and being involved in a community that's super positive and shares nothing but positive energy all the time, jump over here to Your Saltwater Guide and check it all out. It's a pretty phenomenal experience. But back to hopefully somebody takes the bait and calls in and tells us about what they've been catching. But I'm going to throw that QR code back up for this closure that's coming down the pipe. Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Justin Bottrell. Good morning.
Good morning. How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. It sounds like you're just waking up.
I woke up probably about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, Dave. That's because Dave texted you, huh?
No. It was right before that.
Well, last night was pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, so Catalina was abnormally slow, and I'm not sure exactly why, but we still got lobsters. It was still fun. Beautiful weather.
The weather looked bitchin'. How was the ride home?
Very nice. It was very, very pretty much no swell at all.
And on Wednesday, you guys were fishing at Catalina, right?
We did. So we fished the backside and the front side, and we caught pretty much almost everything that lives there except for a white sea bass, which we were targeting. We caught blue perch, sculpin, sand bass, calico bass, whitefish, yellowtail. We did not catch a halibut, but we weren't really targeting those at all. And yeah, I'm sure there's some more I missed. But Catalina was really good. Really, really good. We caught easily over 50 to 75 fish.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I love that Paul charters your boat every Wednesday. Everybody's getting to know him pretty well and getting to see the whole thing. It was a great day. And watching old Bob work his butt off, that guy's got some energy, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. I think he enjoyed it that day.
Yeah.
He really likes to be out there, get on the water.
Yeah, he's a good young man. It's fun to see him out there working on your boat. He never stops. He's always moving, always shaking. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So what do you got going on today?
So today I'll be out with a member and one of the guys from Promar.
Oh, good.
So
that'll be a fun show.
Locally for lobster. Yeah, we're going to go locally for lobster. We're first going to go for thresher shark, and then for lobster after that. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to try something a little different because that's what we like to do at Your Saltwater Guide, is do different things. I'm going to try to film a thresher shark bite. So we'll see how that goes. I have some ideas of how to do it, and I experimented last time I went out. So I think I'll be able to get it. We'll see. I have a 360 camera and a GoPro I've been putting under the water the last few times. And we're going to float it over to our rig and see what we can do.
Yeah, those underwater videos you're making, those things are incredible. Elliot and I are trying to share them as much as we possibly can. But if you guys haven't seen it, you can go over to Justin's Facebook page. It's posted over there. We also shared it on our page. But the way you can move around is absolutely incredible. I don't understand it. It's way beyond my mental capacity, but it sure is cool.
Yeah, you know what's really cool is that last video I posted. If any of you go there and watch it, whether you're on Dave's Facebook or mine, if you scroll around within the first 15 or 20 seconds of the video, you're going to see a pretty good-sized school of yellowtail swim by. It's out in the distance a little bit. If you pause it right there and you get it in the clear picture and you zoom in, you'll see that they're yellowtail. They're not big, but still they're yellowtail. It's really cool to see that this time of year. The water is extremely cold still. It's like 56 degrees. But really cool. It just shows you the amount of life that is out there. The fish aren't gone. The fish are still here. when you go to Catalina, if you find the right conditions and the right everything, you're just going to load the back of your boat up with fish. And if you notice the last live video when I was at Catalina, us looking over the back of the boat, we were looking at all the fish that were in the back of the boat. We've seen blue perch, blacksmith perch. We've seen yellowtail swimming around, coming eating our chum that we threw out there. There was smelt that came in. Mackerel were zooming by. It was really cool. It was like the aquarium of the Pacific on the back of your boat out of Catalina.
And the volume of sheephead on the bottom is just absolutely incredible, because if you listen to the California Fish and Wildlife, there are no sheephead left anymore. But
right,
that's just one tiny little area that camera can video. And I lost count of how many sheephead I saw. And the reason I was counting the sheephead, Justin, was because it's closed right now. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around why is sheephead closed? Bait eating fish, there's billions of them, and we got to see them all underneath your boat.
Yeah, I'm literally puzzled on the amount of sheephead that are down there. Every time we drop it, we get sheephead. And sometimes I drop the camera, actually most of the time now I drop the camera with no bait. So there's no bait anywhere, and the sheephead come to check out the camera. It's amazing the amount of sheephead. And it's not breeding season for them because none of them are lit up. Lit up meaning that they're getting brighter colors. The males get real bright. They want to get the attention of the female, so they get real bright and colorful. None of them are like that. They're still dull. It's not breeding season. And unfortunately, we can't catch them right now. It's kind of weird. But just to think, that amount of sheephead, and when you drop your line down there and you're not catching sheephead, is it you or is it the sheephead? Are you using the right bait? So that's what you got to think when you're fishing. If you're metering fish and you get a whole bunch of fish behind your boat and you're not catching them, maybe you got to change your bait.
Absolutely. The videos make everybody think a lot more than normal, because you don't really know what's going on underneath your feet until you see it on Justin's camera. That is a game changer for sure. It lets everybody know, hey, there are a bunch of fish. Justin didn't just stop in the middle of nowhere. He stopped where there's a million fish. So you should fish the proper way. You should listen to what Justin has to say if you're on his boat, or listen to your saltwater guide, the tutorials on how to catch sheephead or whatever you're fishing for. And you'll go, I had no idea there was that many fish here. John Stanley and Darren, and Tim Ogilvy, those guys took advantage of the artificial reef system and fishing the proper way with the chum bucket and everything. When you and Bob throw that chum over the side, then it goes bananas under your boat.
So it's really cool you mentioned that, because everyone stay tuned. We have some video that is going to blow you away of what happens when you throw chum over the side of the boat. You're going to see the fish go absolutely bananas when you throw that chum over. I have video under the water of the fish doing this. It's crazy. It's coming up. I'm sending it. I got to resend it to Dave tomorrow, but everyone's going to be blown away on this. It's crazy what happens.
It's
all about being, I would say being at the right place at the right time, which it kind of is, but you have to be in the right conditions. If you have current and you're on the right side of the spot that you're going, whether it's a structure as in a hard bottom or rocky bottom or reef, or it's a kelp forest, any of those with the right conditions, you're going to catch fish. The fish are just not there. They're there. It's just the right conditions have to make them move and get active. And then the way that you present it, you present your boat and everything else on that structure or that kelp forest or whatever you're fishing, and then you present your chum. All matters. Everything matters. Like Dave said before, it's like making chocolate chip cookies. While you're making chocolate chip cookies, if you leave out the chocolate chips, it's no longer chocolate chip cookies. So if you just follow the simple recipe of how to get them going, like you see on the live videos, then you'll succeed. Another thing I'd keep in mind also, which not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, you seen I anchored 100 different times. Well, there's a reason for it, because when I came up to the kelp area, the kelp was laying south, but the wind was blowing north. So the boat's sitting north now, and I need my bait and everything to go south to the kelp, which is not going to happen. So I need to get up and move. I know there's fish there, but they're not going to bite in those strange conditions like that. So you need to find the right place that has the right conditions and then set up properly.
Yes, it's super important. That is one of the most important things we teach you over at the website, gang, is how to set up on spots. Hey, Justin, Brent's wondering, are you going to try to go live while you're fishing sharks tonight? Or are you going to go live if you hook a shark? What's the plan? He's trying to figure it out.
What does everyone want me to do?
I
can do either one. It's up to you all.
I think for the benefit of the viewers, I think you get out there in the zone and get to where you start to see some fish. If you do, but you got a massive weather thing going on right now, right? Is it raining up there yet?
No. So if it's raining, no, we'll still go for threshers. We'll be all right.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, if it's not raining right now, it's not going to mess up the water. If it starts raining this afternoon, that's not enough time. That's not enough time to make anything happen. And now it looks like there's not going to. I don't know. I'm looking at the satellite imaging right now. It doesn't look like it's going to be that big of a storm, even though they're saying storm watch 2025. You know how it is in SoCal.
Yeah. Yeah. People want me to go live right before I start fishing for thresher sharks. I can do that. I just, you're not going to see everything. So I'm not going to show you how I'm fishing for them or anything like that. All you're going to see is a bite. So if you want me to do that, I can. I'm just going to hide the camera display for a moment. And yeah, I can do that for you. Or if you want to just wait until after I set up everything, and then I can go live. Whichever you want me to do.
I think it's better if you get everything set up, and if you get a bite, we'll be standing by on the computer. If something happens, I'll click you right over to live. Just get the camera and everything set up, but we're not going to do that boring sit there and watch nothing happen. We don't want to lose our audience, gang. So we're going to make it as exciting as we can, just like when we're hooping or whatever else we're fishing for. So Brett, he'll go live when something's happening, or he'll go live on his first, when he starts pulling his hoop nets, which now it gets dark at about 6:30 to where you can start pulling, right?
Yes. So in between 6:15, 6:30, we'll be starting to pull. As far as the thresher shark goes, if I see something that looks really good and we're going to get bit within about 5 or 10 minutes of sitting there or of doing what we're doing, then I'll click on the live video.
Nice. Perfect. That'll be good for everybody. That'll be good for us. And you guys, you know how to make sure that you don't miss a thing. All you got to do is hit that alert button on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you're finding, just the notification button. And then when we go live, you'll always get notified, and then you can decide if you want to watch or not. And the cool thing is, once we go live, we're going to be live for hours. So that's the other thing. We don't want to go live on this thresher shark thing and then have a 2-hour period where absolutely nothing's happening, gang.
Yeah.
So, you know, just...
Or maybe we'll cut it into 2 sections, do thresher shark and then lobster or something. Because there is going to be, like you said, there's going to be a 2-hour period between thresher and lobster of dead nothing, of just setting up everything.
Yeah, so we'll play it by ear, gang. You'll know if you hit the notification button if we're live or not. You won't miss a thing. It's not that hard to do. Just hit the notification button on whatever platform. We're live on all 4 platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook every single day and night. The podcast or the fishing shows, we're live on all platforms, but you need to hit the notification button so you can be made aware. I don't know what your favorite platform is to watch on, everybody, but we're on it, whatever it is. Justin and I got you guys covered because of our good friend Elliot Andrews makes it happen every day. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we know we're doing something right over here, Justin, because the industry reached out to us yesterday morning like, Dave, help. We got to help. We got to save this sand bass thing. Dave, please share it all over. Dave, please talk about it. Dave, please. And it's kind of funny, gang. I don't know why everyone's so having a hard time sharing the information. Or then there's people that are going, Dave, you didn't spell it right, or you didn't use a period in your sentence. It's like, really, gang? This has to do with trying to keep fishing open. If you want to pick the pepper out of the salt shaker, you go right ahead. But that doesn't help us if you're, well, Dave, it's hard to understand it's not hard to understand what I'm saying. They're going to close fishing in California. That's it. That's all you need to understand. And if you can read all the stuff on the website, which I'm throwing up again right now, you'll see what we're talking about. And it's got me, Justin, Pablo, Al, Bill Varney, Bill DePriest, my sister Donna, and most of the people that pay attention. We're scared to death right now. We're going to lose fishing in California.
Yeah, it's going to be tragic. Absolutely crazy.
And that's where they're headed. If you believe it or not, I don't know why you wouldn't believe it if you can't see what's happening, gang. That's why we're talking about it till our head falls off, because it's a major blow to us as fisher people that like to go outside. That's what it's all about, stopping us from going outside. They want you to sit inside, suck your thumb, and look at your phone. So help us. Get involved, gang. We need everybody involved. Kelly wrote a beautiful letter to give to the congressman. If anybody wants a copy of that letter, all you got to do is change the name of who it's coming from. You can send those letters out. You can send them to the commission. You can send them to everybody. We got till the 29th of January for the letters. So if everybody writes a letter and sends them in, or you can use the letter that we already wrote, all you got to do is text me and tell me you want a copy of the letter. I'll send it to you. All you got to do is change the name from me to you and send in the letters. We got to do something, gang, because I'm sick of hearing, oh, let the process be the process. Let's just give CCA $10 and they'll fix it and we don't have to. No, it's time for us to all be involved, right, Justin? Yeah. And if you look, Justin, I didn't even talk about this, but if you look on that QR code I put up there, you may want to check out what they got planned for your deer, because they want to take your deer away too, because there's some type of disease they have. They want to take away your deer.
Yeah, CWD.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do that for a long ass time.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
They want.
They literally don't want us doing anything except for sitting at home wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All right, Justin, thanks for jumping in. We'll see you in a couple hours. All right, Lisa, we'll get that letter off to you as soon as the show's over. Anybody else that wants that letter, just 949-374-0786. This is a super important topic, gang. That QR code I have up there on the screen, I've seen 5 people downloaded it. We got 60 some people watching the show live right now. You guys, please help us. Help you. We all need to get involved. We all need to be a part of this. We all need to try to keep fishing open. But it's going to take all of us this time. We can't sit and let the process be the process. That doesn't work. We've seen that time and time again. The process does not work. It's time for we, the people, to be involved in this thing and get motivated and share these letters. Write the councilmen, the congressmen, write your senators, write the California Fish and Game Commission, and everything's available right there on the QR code. When you click on that, you're going to find out what in the heck they got planned. And you go down the rabbit hole. And then the 30 by 30 is coming. And the 30 by 30 is going to be another massive closure. So as soon as they take away our sand bass, then they're going to jump right on taking away your trout and taking away another percentage of the ocean. So this is all real happening. And the industries understands. They're waking up. They're talking about it now because of the big media feed that we shoved out yesterday. It got everybody's attention. We got people now that are understanding how important this is. I don't know why it took what it took, but it did. But now here we go. Every single person that's hearing this show, every deckhand, every captain, this should be priority one in your wheelhouse, in your galley, in your tackle shop. You guys got to let America know that they're about to take away the fish that built our fishery. Our fishery in Southern California was built on the back of the barred sand bass, which there is zero science done on the population, which they don't want to do any science on the population because they know in their hearts the population is fine. So if they did any type of research about the population, then that would kill their narrative. So it's easier just to shove it down our throat and not have any research. Hey, Jason, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, Dave, how's it going?
Very well. How are you today?
Good. I just wanted to call in and say thanks for everything you're doing about this sand bass stuff.
You're very welcome, Jason. Yeah, it's near and dear to our hearts here in Southern California. This fish is an absolute spectacular fish to fish for. So how you been doing? You been fishing at all?
Not as much as I'd like. I've been out of town for kids' cheer competitions and work. And I wanted to sneak away and get surf fishing yesterday, but I wasn't able to get out of work in time. And so with the sun setting early, it just didn't happen. But I'm always thinking about it. I can assure you that.
Right, and checking out the community all the time. I see you always on there leaving comments, helping out, driving it. Thank you so much for all your positiveness. It's always a pleasure to read what you have to say.
Yeah, it's good times. I appreciate it. But yeah, if it wasn't for your saltwater guide, I'm not sure I'd be. Well, it's not even. I'm not sure. I know I wouldn't be as in tune to what they're trying to do and with the barred sand bass. And it makes no sense. According to their own website, they have no formal stock assessment on the barred surf perch. I'm sorry, the barred sand bass. That surf fishing on their mind. And like you said, whether you like catch them or not, we have to push back, because if they're able to start doing things like this, it's going to trickle over to other things. And I think we've already seen that. I'm not from California, but I can say that I can't keep up with the changing regulations. Everywhere else I hunt and fish, it seems like they're relatively steady, but here they're constantly tinkering with things. And I think it's because they're kind of testing the waters and they want to see what they can get away with.
Absolutely. If you watched the interview yesterday with the new president of the United States of America, I don't want to mention his name because that'll get us banned, but the new president of the United States of America sat down with the lion people of California and sat there and just destroyed each and every one of their lies as fast as it would come out of their mouth, which was really cool to see, because we've never seen that in America, where somebody's actually standing up for our rights. And it was kind of cool to see, whether you like him or not. He stood in the gap yesterday. He's not taking any of this crap anymore. He stood there and he said, you have the full back of the federal government to stop this garbage going on with the rebuilding of the homes there that all got burnt down. And they kept trying to lie to him. He said, the reason why you don't have any insurance in California is because of you sitting right here in the front row. You guys sitting here eating your boogers. And it's crazy. They're doing the same thing that they're doing on land to us on the water, with no scientific research at all. None. Like you said, Jason, it's pretty crazy that you can't even keep up with the regulations. They just changed the regulations 2 days ago on the sculpin. Now there's no size limit on sculpin. That doesn't make any sense. Now we're going to be able to take 10-inch sculpin. What?
Yeah.
First of all, there's no meat on a 10-inch sculpin, even though the limit's been 10 inches. I never understood that. Now there's no size limit on them. What is that supposed to do? Is that supposed to make us all feel warm and fuzzy inside?
I think you hit the nail on the head on that one. I think he's supposed to say, "Oh, but at least we get this," and then you kind of quiet it down about the other thing. But yeah, it's really odd, because again, if they're able to do things like this without any real science, then they're gonna it's death by 1,000 paper cuts. And so, yep, whether you like barred sand bass or not, we have to push back on this. And yeah, even with your saltwater guide, I didn't know about CCA before your saltwater guide, so I'm a CCA member. I definitely want to attend that meeting. I've seen the agenda. Even that is really confusing. I tried Googling some of the stuff that you sent out, and it took me a while to find it. So again, they kind of bury this stuff. They want to sneak it in. And I've also noticed in some of these press releases or whatever, they're starting to bring up calicos and spotties too.
Yep.
I don't understand what's going on there.
No, it's a planned. This is absolutely, if you guys don't understand it, this is a planned attack on us, the people that go outside. Like I said, Jason, and you went and read it. Now, thank you so much for bringing that to attention. I'm not making stuff up. Like I say every day on the show, you might not like it, but it is the truth. So, Jason, you went down the rabbit hole. You started reading the publications, and you're like, wait a minute, why are calico bass and spotted bay bass even being talked about? Why are they even on this piece of paper? Why? Yeah. Well, it's so that they can soften you up and get ready for when they close those fish too. At the same day that they close the barred sand bass, they're going to go, well, as long as we close. And there was no pushback. That's what they're hoping for. No pushback. And that's why I'm so happy you called in, Jason, because now maybe more people understand what we're talking about. What were some of the other interesting things you saw in that read? Because there's a lot there, huh?
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to figure out what time they're going to talk about the barred, the barred sand bass, but it looks like there's some other things in there that I haven't really fully read yet. But I'm on their website right now. They have, if you go, there's new and proposed regulations, and you click on 2025. There's things about hunting, trapping, inland sport fishing, ocean fishing. I saw something about they want to limit a certain type of shrimp. So yeah, there's things up there. You got to definitely do your research and go down that rabbit hole. Take some time, but again, if silence is consent. If we don't say anything, then they'll just keep pushing and taking, and next thing you know, it's gonna devastate the industry. And it's a great fish to get kids on too, right? Because we talk about not taking kids searching for big game fish all the time. So, because that's not going to hook them on fish. And what's going to hook them on fish is just getting them hooked up on anything. You could catch a mackerel. That's the coolest mackerel we've ever seen, and make a big deal of it. I was at the beach a few months ago catching surf, like little palm-sized surf perch, and these kids were just enthralled. It's like, I was talking to about it, it's like, these are the type of fish that are the future of the industry.
Right, exactly. And it's so important. It's like you said, death by 1,000 cuts, but you're not from California. You're a transplant. You're here now, but you came from places where you were still able to go outside and fish and have fun. So for a guy like you, it's got to be the most amazing thing that you can't go out. If you get caught outside, if you're not standing in the right place, you're like, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean if I go outside, I might not be standing in the right spot? Come on, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and, not to change the subject, but I did want to bring it up. It looks like the windmills or the wind turbines took a pretty big hit with the new powers to be. So I think that's pretty good. I think President's son, he's a big hunter, fisherman. He's got a lot of posts. So I just feel like there's some representation now, high level with outdoorsmen, and I think that's good. But that doesn't mean we sit back and rest on our laurels, so to speak.
Right. Like I said yesterday, it's we the people, gang, and it's time for us to get involved. We can't give $10 to CCA and think they're going to fix everything. That doesn't work. We tried it. It doesn't work. The process does not work. We've seen that 100 times. Jason, one thing that I think that's super important for everybody to understand, whatever California does, you guys that are listening in Texas and Florida, whatever California does, it's coming to you guys. It's coming to Texas. It's coming to Florida. They're going to get you. If we allow this to happen in California, they're coming for you guys. So if anybody's listening in another state, you can all be involved. You don't have to be from California to get on this Zoom call and be on it. And you can find all that through the QR code like Jason did and go read about it and find out what they have planned.
Yeah, no, I can tell you from being from like a smaller state, they're constantly looking at the Californias, the Floridas, the Texases, states like that to see what they're doing. And once that precedent is set and it's being, symbolizes some sort of acceptability, and then it becomes easier to stomach at, different fisheries and different places to hunt and things like that. Because the hunting community faces the same thing quite a bit, and it's the same thing. We have to be a united front. It doesn't matter whether you like barred sand bass or not. It's all about sort of maintaining that cohesiveness as a recreational fisherman. But like you say, we can't even agree on what color lure to use, so I know it's a hard thing to ask. But yeah, just one more thing. Yeah, so one thing you talk about a lot too is kind of back to the windmill thing is no one is really worried about the whales or anything anymore. And I'll give you kind of a little example. So, I grew up in Maine, and when I was a kid in school, some guy came and painted a huge whaling mural on a pier on a wall, and they made a huge deal of it. It's on the news. They busting kids to come see this whaling wall. It's in Portland, Maine. You can look it up. And fast forward to now, it's completely neglected. It's been, sun bleached for the last 30 plus years. And it's like Dave says, no one cares about the whales anymore. They were important back in the 90s, but now with these wind turbines that they want to put up, money talks, I guess.
Yep. Just follow the money, Jason. That's it.
Yeah.
Just follow the money.
Someone's making money off of them, but they're not economically feasible. So you can riddle that one.
No, like the new president said, they only work because of government subsidies. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
As long as the government's paying. And a thing a lot of people don't remember is we're the government.
Yeah, exactly.
We the people. I just keep saying that because it's just absolutely amazing to me that people forget, the government will pay for it. Gang, we are the government. It's our money. It's the tax money they take from us every month. You guys, I don't know. When I hear these young people say the government will pay for it, you don't understand. We are the government. It's our money, gang. It's not some magical money coming out of the hole in the ground. This is our money. And we've been giving it away to garbage for a very long time. It's time for us to do something for us with our money. And I think we got someone in the office right now that's willing to do that for us. So we'll see what happens. But thank you very much for calling in. Gang, I want you to see something here.
All right, see you later, Dave.
You got it, Jay. See you. Hey,
all right, bye.
I want you guys to watch this video real quick. This is my buddy Brandon. He's the sponsor of the show today. Check this out. Hey gang, your saltwater guy, Captain Dave Hansen. I'm here with the creator of Something Fishy. I just want you to understand, I talk about it on my podcast every day, but I'm telling you, I'm right here with the man that developed the product. There is nothing out there. When I met him, I told him, if you can get rid of the smell of my monkey, then we're in. And we went home, sprayed this stuff in the monkey's cage, and it was over. There was no more scent. Takes care of all that. But the big thing is, you guys are watching us. We're out there lobster fishing all the time. We're using all the bait and everything. At the end of the day, you go and lay down and you smell your hands or your clothes. They smell like bait. They smell like fish. They smell like squid. You take this product. You take a little tiny, let's use one already open. You take this, you spray a little bit on your hand, rub them together. I don't even smell like Stinky Dave anymore. How bitchin' is that? This is the most phenomenal product out there, gang. If you haven't tried this stuff yet, something fishy, if you have a scent that you want to get rid of, like you smell like that guy, then you need this so you don't smell like that guy. You do not want to smell like that guy. All right, gang. You want to get rid of the stinky fishy. You won't be disappointed. There's plenty of members on here that use it all the time. A lot of people have it in their car. They have it on their boat. They have it in their house. We have plenty of bottles here in the house to take care of Marley's scent. Marley loves to mark everything. He loves to mark me. He's marking me all the time. So this stuff is an absolute incredible product. It works for every kind of scent. It takes away all. He's got 2 flavors or 2 scents. Check it out. Go to the website through the QR code right there and go get yourself some of Something's Fishy. He'll be at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. You guys can meet Brandon. He'll be there. We'll have some of his product in our booth. You can swing by and check it out. See if it's really what I say it is, because I don't say anything about anything if it's not true. So check that out. And then Darren, you want to call in? Call in. I'm ready. I'm standing by. I'm waiting for your phone call, but you got to push the button. There he is. Darren, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Dave. Good morning, members. What's up?
We're just hanging out on a beautiful Saturday morning, getting ready to have some breakfast.
Yeah. I've been busy with all the kids' sports stuff, college baseball, high school recruiting. So I've been busy.
Oh, okay.
I have not fished, but because of that, I took the boat in, get its winter maintenance, and because of Justin and Pablo, I am getting some rear deck lights put in so I can go hooping.
Nice.
And if you remember last month, Lauren Rude posted he was selling all his hoop nets because he was moving. I bought them.
Oh, good.
So he gave me fully loaded gear, extra rope, extra buoys, extra weights, everything. So I am ready to go as soon as my boat's ready.
Oh, beautiful. That'll be fun to watch you out there doing that. That'll be awesome. Hey, John Stanley, congratulations on winning the race last night. That was fun. I saw that post this morning. That was cool. Nice job. And you've got to work a few trips while you're doing all the stuff you're doing for the kids. You've been out with Justin a couple times.
Yeah, that's been awesome. It's been cool to help Justin, but I get to learn so much, the hooping and the fishing side. And we also have a trip. Jason, Jeanette, and I, we got a trip coming up with Pablo too. So we're going to learn as much as we can.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, he just got done having a little operation yesterday. I talked to him a little bit last night. He says he's doing really good, feels good. So just in time for your guys' trip.
Yeah. Yesterday you had Dave from Deckhand on, and I know a bunch of us ordered a bunch of gear because there was a huge sale going on. So we definitely support all your sponsors. I mean, I've got 2 of the Something Fishy sprays in my house. I know my wife loves that I have them because they work.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it's an amazing product. Brandon's the chemist. He invented it, so he's going to be a good guy for you guys to talk to at the show, find out what in the heck he did to create such a phenomenal product. He's there to answer all your questions, talk to you, and yeah, Darren, thank you for the endorsement because it absolutely works. I told him, give me a couple bottles, and if it actually takes care of Marley's smell, then we're in 100%, and I'll be go to heck if it didn't take. There is nothing else out there that takes care of a smell of a monkey.
And then my last thing on the sand bass thing, my wife every once in a while goes fishing. She's not a big time fisherman, but she'll come on the boat more than fish. But my funnest trip ever with my wife on the boat was Imperial Beach. It was probably about 10 years ago. Went down. It was wide, freaking open sand bass and barracuda. Every single cast. There was 50 boats down there, and it was awesome. That was the single most memorable trip my wife has ever been on was sand bass and barracuda.
That's phenomenal endorsement. That's what I've been talking about every day. This is the fish that most of us cut our teeth on as we were young people or spouses taking them fishing. It's the absolute most incredible fish that we could have. And to think we're not going to be able to fish for this fish when they're here because it's a migratory fish, it's pretty amazing.
Yep. Hopefully we can keep doing it. Yeah, we need it. We just need to be able to get out there. Like I said, like I posted yesterday, 2 out of my 3 kids love to go fishing. I almost disowned the third, but I'll give him another shot.
Oh, yeah. Well, I sent a donation to your son this morning, so hopefully that helps him do what he needs to do with that baseball thing.
You're incredible. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Always there to support our young people and get doing what they're doing. Plus, your kids love to fish, which is pretty, except for the one that we're both disowning. But yeah, it's a good thing that you're doing. It was fun to meet your daughter when we did the CCA dinner, and now she's become a friend of ours. It's always good to see her at the shows. I know we'll see the whole family at the PCS show, except for that one son.
Yep. I'll drag him along.
Tell him I got a hat for him.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thank you, Darren, Matt, Ryan, Darren. Thank you guys for purchasing products from Dave over at Deckhand Sports yesterday, and everybody that got in on that 30% off. If you haven't seen it yet, you can go back and look at our show yesterday. On there is the QR code from Dave at Deckhand Sports. I think it's about the 35-minute mark or something. You'll see the QR code up on the screen. You can go and you can grab that QR code. Save 30% off of all the Deckhand Sports products. And it's good until noon today. So you got a couple hours to grab that and get it taken care of. They said, oh, good. That's good to know. There's no regulation requiring a limit from a vessel or net. Okay. Well, that's good to know, John Stanley, because that was some pertinent information that you and I and Pablo, we were all trying to figure out if you could dive in the harbor there. So now we know you can dive inside the harbor and get lobsters. So that means that all those people are going to dive over and swim onto your hoop nets and take your lobsters. So that's good to know that it's legal to do that. Perfect. I wouldn't expect anything less in California anyway. Gang, thank you so much for this morning. Those of you that called in, I appreciate your call in. Those of you that participate every day. Everybody that wants a copy of that letter, you text me, I'll text it right back to you. It's going to come to you on a text, and then you guys can take the letter and mail it off. We got till the 29th of September to mail this letter to the Fish and Game Commission. So it's made out to a senator. You can send it to the senator, but I would definitely suggest sending it to the Fish and Game Commission. It's right there on that QR code I had up on the screen. I'll put it back up there one more time. Gang, this is your chance to show the world that you're a good American. We need to show them that we actually care about fishing. We actually care about going outside. That is the QR code that you're going to use to get that letter off to the Fish and Game Commission. Also, that's the QR code you're going to use to find out what the heck is Captain Dave talking about. He keeps talking about this sand bass closure. Why is he so wound up about this? My gosh, I just want to listen to a fun show. If they get this, if they take this fish from us, gang, there's a pretty good chance in the next year or so there will be no sport fishing fleet in California. When the sport fishing fleet is gone, there'll be no bait companies. Because even though you guys think that you support the bait company by buying your half a scoop on your 26-foot sea swirl, that's not what supports the bait companies. The sport fishing fleet, all the half-day and three-quarter-day boats, those are the guys that support the bait companies. So when there's no reason for them to, the sport boats to go fishing, there's no reason for a bait company. So this will affect all of you. Like I said in the beginning, I don't care if you like sand bass or not. That's not the point. The point is we got to save fishing in California. So we need everybody involved. Grab the QR code. Let me know if you want a copy of the letter. Let's make this happen, gang. Let's show them the power of the American people. Thank you all for watching the show today. Have a great day. Turn off the news. They're all lying. This is the only place you get the truth.